everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a very long time. I've gone through a bunch of different stuff and we're gonna get to that, but it is good to be back. It's good to be back with y'all. And I really miss doing this and making videos and creating content because that's what makes me happy. But everything has changed in the past several weeks for everyone all across the world, and we're just gonna get right into it because I'm not gonna tiptoe around anything. So over spring break, which was early March, I think it was like the 6th. I went to Arkansas for a mission trip, and that was really, really great. It was so good. Talked to a lot of people on the University of Arkansas about Jesus, and I got to know a lot of people from my church. It was just overall a really awesome experience, and I am so grateful that I had the chance to do that. So of course that week I was not able to produce anything, but the last day of that trip, I'm like, I need to relax my shoulders because I can feel that I'm getting like anxious. Sorry, I needed to calm my nerves a little bit. Not only because I have like a huge light that's like shining on me, which makes me anxious, but this topic in general makes me anxious. So the last day of this trip to Arkansas, we came back from being out in town, and this day we went hiking. This was like our last day, so we did like a free day and we went hiking, and it was so beautiful. Came back and we were talking to our small like groups. We were put in small groups for the week, and then we got notification after notification after notification. Mind you, we weren't really paying attention to the news like this whole time because we're working. Then it started getting into our church group chat, and A&M campus was no longer going to open, and all of their classes are moving online. So that in itself was shocking. That essentially means people who live on campus, they're going to go home. People, even if they live in an apartment, I'm sure they're gonna want to go home, because what is the point of being in College Station if you are not going to be on campus, going to your classes, everything is from a computer? So the first thing that we all found out was, okay, because of this pandemic, people are no longer going to be going to campus. And then that made me realize I work on campus, and I'm in food service, and that means if there are no students, they won't need us. Through that, I realized I'm going to lose my job. And I have been working for years trying to save up for a car. It's very difficult though because I have other expenses. So that really hurt me. The fact that I knew I either was going to get laid off or I'm not gonna be able to get enough hours. And so it was not the first one, thankfully. We are not laid off because we're seen as essential. Even though classes are not happening on campus, people are still studying, I guess, on campus. They can live there, I believe. So for the time being, at least right now, people are able to at least go on campus, but it's not recommended by the school. So my store is still open. However, I'm not getting enough hours to even pay the bills that I need to pay, which means absolutely not paying up or saving up, for a car. That hurts so bad, knowing that I'm not gonna have a source of income for at least the rest of the semester. So that really, really hurt. That took a toll on me, and that took a toll on a bunch of other people. I had friends that went to Arkansas with me that also work on campus, that work with the buses, that work also in food service, that work at desk jobs, and we're all like, we're gonna lose our jobs. we're not gonna have an income. And it was so scary. Then the next thing I realized is that we're going into quarantine, which means, yes, people are going back home to Houston, to Dallas, to other states. I live here though, so I can't go back to Connecticut, which is where my family is. With that being said, it has affected me a lot, and I've been working on other things, which I guess I can talk about later, which is why I haven't been doing video stuff. But also keep in your prayers people who have lost their jobs, people who have to go back home, that the environment might not be safe for them. They might have to go home from campus or wherever they are, and go back to parents that aren't safe. Some people might not even have anywhere to go. And thank God A&M is allowing people to live on campus still, those who are in dorms. However, a lot of other campuses all across the US have forced people out. So please pray for these people. But the number one thing we can all do for this situation, stay inside. Stay inside. That is the number, like, if anything, just stay inside, because then the faster this can be over. Now that I have said that and I've explained why I have not really been able to make content, I have been just very stressed out. Sorry, I'm like brushing my hair a lot, but it's a nervous thing. Brushing through my hair is a nervous thing. Time to move on. Even though all of that happened and it was really awful, I came home and was so stressed out. I was like, I'm gonna be quarantined by myself for a really long time. I forgot that before all of this, I did make a purchase. I made my first Colourpop Cosmetics purchase, and I actually got a vault of 9 pan palettes. So I wanted to swatch this with you, and then right after I want to make a look. And I have an idea of a spring look, but obviously, you know me, like I just switch it up as we go. So here is the vault. This is the Dream Big Vault, and it has 6 monochromatic palettes in here. It opens up like this. This is really cool. It opens up like a book. Let's see, please don't fall. I can't even fit it in this. Okay, yes, so in this vault are all of the monochromatic colors of the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. I got this specifically because I wanted to add more brightness to my looks. I wanted to step away from nudes for a bit and just get into like, bam, one color, yeah, like an explosion of one color. So I'm going to start with the first palette. This is Main Squeeze, which is the red palette here. And I believe this is supposed to be, I thought it was strawberry, but I think it's supposed to be watermelon. Here we are, again, 9 pan palette. This comes with 9 colors. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes. This is Froze, is that how you say it? Like It's Hot, Seed Money, Big Gulp, Red Bottoms, and 4 shimmers, Juicy Fruit, Maraschino, Baywatch, and Home Slice. And I think my favorite is Home Slice, but we have to swatch it. And I was waiting to do this on camera just because it's so satisfying. Yeah, nice. You can see my ring light there. This is Froze, Like It's Hot, Seed Money, Juicy Fruit, Maraschino, like the cherry, Baywatch, Home Slice, which I think is my favorite, Big Gulp, and Red Bottoms. The second palette is Orange You Glad. I honestly think it would be super cool if the palettes smelled like their name, but okay, I'm asking for too much, but I think that would be super cool, just saying. So there are 6 mattes in here, and then there are 2 shimmers, and then it seems like a loose glitter. This is Zested, Rise and Grind, Tangerine Dreams, Squeeze Me, Clementine, Mimosa Mommy, Creamsicle, Sunkissed, and Yapiomi. Orange is one of my favorite colors to wear, so I will definitely be going to this over and over again. This is one that I might wear more often, maybe on like a daily basis, rather than like reds or blues that I'm going to stick to for an Instagram look. Now this palette, honey, is the one I was looking forward to the most because I don't have any yellows except the one in the James Charles palette, and I don't like it at all. The payoff is terrible, but no shade, but shade. So let's open this here. So in this one, there are 5 mattes, and then we have 1, 2, 3 shimmers, Dandy, Sunburst, and Queen Bee. And again in the middle, Palooza is a loose glitter. What I really love about this palette is that it's not some bright neon yellow, but it is almost honey-like. It has a warmth to it rather than a more blinding look. So this is Stinger, Dandy, Totally Buggin', Sunburst, Palooza, Oh Behave, Sweet Spot, and Queen Bee, and then Buzzkill. I feel like Buzzkill kind of has a grayish tone to it, so I don't know how much I'll be using that. I tend to go for warm tones, but we'll see. Now here is the green palette. This is Just My Luck. I actually use this for a St. Patrick's Day look, and you can see that on my Instagram. In this one, there are actually only 3 mattes. You can barely tell. Mo Bamba and Kiss My Ass has more glitter in it. It's kind of hard to see, but I promise you it's there. Yeah, so chances are Act Natural and Charmed are the mattes that we have. And then we have Big Banks, Kiss My Ass, Mary Jane, which is, I don't smoke, but yeah. Mary Jane has more of a lime color to it, which I think is a really unique add-in to a palette that's pretty normal, and then you got one that pops out. It would be a really good lid color. This is a really pretty palette, and I appreciate that there are a couple browns in here. I think Olive You would again be a very good neutral color to work with. So swatching this is chances are Big Banks, Act Natural, Kiss My Ass, Mary Jane, Mo Bamba, 50/50, Olive You, and Charmed. And this is the blue palette. It is not based off of a fruit, but regardless, it is very pretty. Actually, I really like the packaging of all of them. They have just a little bit of shimmer to it, but it's very simple, and the font of them all is really pretty. So let's open this up, take this out, we don't need it. Now this palette is so unique. I really love this. And if you do makeup, you know that working with blues is so difficult. I don't know what it is about the pigment, but it makes it very difficult to blend out, make even layers. With a lot of these palettes, I thought like, what characters can I recreate or like make a movie into a look? And I think this one would be perfect for Frozen. So if y'all are interested in that, let me know because I would so be down. I mean, this white shimmer would work so well to make a frosty eye. So we have Lumi, Starry Eyed, Mad About You, which was so pigmented, DeBatty, Billie Jean, Fine China, Moonlight, Tidepool, which was my favorite here, and then Clued In. And then the last but not least, we have our purple palette. This is It's My Pleasure, and this one is very pretty. It reminds me of like a 10-year-old's princess party. You know what it reminds me? It reminds me of Tangled. That's what it reminds me of. It's exactly like the colors of Rapunzel's dress, the Disney version. Yeah, so in this one we only have 3 mattes and the rest are all shimmers. This one I'm definitely going to have to practice with because it is so purple, and purple does not go well with my skin tone. Purple and yellow are opposites on the color wheel, and I have more of a yellow tone in my skin, and so that's why I almost never wear purple, but I need to figure out how to make it work because I'm a makeup artist. That is what I do. All right, so let's swatch these. We got Kittenfish, we have Bare Minimum, Mr. Sandman, Do or Dough, Earthshine, Fan Fiction, which I think would be a very pretty spring color, Pretty Cruel, Chick Lit, and Sleeper. So that is my new collection of Colourpop palettes. Believe it or not, this was actually my very first Colourpop purchase. I don't own anything else that is Colourpop. However, I absolutely adore this and I need more of their products. Like, since being in quarantine, I've been such a shopaholic and I've been going online looking at, you know, Pretty Little Thing and Urban Decay and a Colourpop Cosmetics, just looking at everything that I think is pretty or aesthetic or whatever. So for the look that we're going to be doing today, we're going to be using the first 3 palettes to create a warm, bright, sunny, citrus look. All right, now that we have our hair back, I am going to quickly do my brows off camera because that's not really that important right now. And I'll be back so we can get started on the eyes. All right, so my brows are done. I'm just layering on some concealer to make it extra sticky, extra tacky, something that the pigment will cling on to. First, I'm gonna go in with Sun-Kissed here, and I'm just going to pack that in. Look at that. Look how pigmented that is. And I'm creating a transition shade. So this is Sun-Kissed from the orange palette and Like It's Hot from the red palette. And then we're gonna take a smaller brush into Oh Behave and put that in the corner of our eyes. And then we're going to intensify the Like It's Hot. I love when it looks like I was just painting on myself. That's how you know you're doing a good job. Then you're going to take your concealer. I'm using the CoverGirl Clean Matte Concealer, and we are going to cut the crease. I'll be taking a flat brush and working my way. Now I have the approximate shape of what I want, and I just really need to layer in the concealer and make sure that anything that was underneath is no longer visible. Now I'm going to put Zested in on my lid. I often like to pat it down with my finger. I feel like it just works best. And then go back into concealer. So let's see if we can do this. All right, let's try to get this on the other side. So far, this is looking good. Eventually, we're gonna clean it up, but this is the shape that we want. All right, so we have cut it. This is my arm. I am covered in a bunch of oranges and yellows. And now we have to actually cut our liner. So we're gonna go back into the concealer, lay that on outwards to create that wing. All right, and this is the shape of the wing that we should be getting when we blend it out. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender here and go right at it. Then I'm going to apply Mimosa Miami to my waterline. For my lashes, I'll be using the Milani Highly Rated Mascara. This is like extreme lengthening mascara. It's a little clumpy if you don't know how to use it correctly, but I have been loving it. What I can tell you is if you are stuck at home in quarantine and you're bored or you're anxious, go mess with makeup because it is therapeutic in its own way. It is creating art. It is just allowing you to go out of your comfort zone. You don't have to go outside where people are, where they can see your makeup. You're doing it in the comfort of your own home. People wonder like how I got so into makeup. It's that I suffered with so much anxiety and stress, but doing makeup in the morning made my day start in a good way. Even if I was just doing my daily makeup, the act of like applying it to my face or blending it out, making things look really nice, that is just so comforting and soothing and to me therapeutic, so go check it out. Now I'm going to be using Maybelline's 24-Hour Super Stay Foundation. This is in Natural Ivory or 112. And I have been using the Tati Beauty Blender. It works so well. So we're just going to apply it to my face. And blend, blend, blend. Now I'm baking with Coty Translucent Air Spun Powder. Brush it out. Brush it out. We don't want to look like a ghost anymore. Oh, the only thing right now on our face that's colorful is on our eyes, but now we need to add some bronzer, we need to add some blush, some highlighter to bring everything back. This is Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Park Ave Princess. This one goes really well for light skin tones. Let's carve a little bit of our cheekbone out. Shape that jaw just a little bit. I like just adding a little bit of warmth to my nose. And finally, the forehead. The blush I'll be using is Ciate, correct me if I said that wrong, but I don't know how to pronounce it, blush in Matchmaker. This is actually like a highlighter blush, as you'll probably see. And then for my lips, I'm going to be using Belle & Argent Lip Lure Gloss in Jealous of Us. It is in orangish red. Look at this. This is the first time I'll be wearing it. And then I'm spraying with NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. And then I'm going to be highlighting with Urban Decay Afterglow Highlighter Palette with Cliché, which is this warmer tone up here. So this is my final look with the 3 Colourpop palettes. I think it came out super awesome and it makes me ready for summer. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up or a comment. Hit subscribe as well as that bell icon so you get notifications every single time that I post. And I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of quarantine. Take some time for yourself, but not too much time. Find a balance between relaxation and doing things that are more productive. Make some time to read, to draw, or paint, or go outside and walk your dog. Just whatever it is that makes you happy without constantly watching Netflix and stuff like that. Just find a balance, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!